and welcome to Monday Minimalism, where I talk about minimalism and other things that go with minimalism, such as happiness and joy and stress and all that good stuff. Minimalism is defined as, hang on, Alexa, what is minimalism?
Minimalism is usually defined as an art movement in sculpture and painting that began in the 1950s and emphasized extreme simplification of form and color. No, that's not what we're talking about today. Thank you. Anyway, so minimalism, as I'm talking about it, well, we can take something from that, simplification. And so minimalism is living more with less, being happier with less stuff, less clutter in our lives. And today I want to talk about one common mistake that I see when people try to go minimalist, or one misunderstanding. So don't make this mistake. The minimalist movement really kind of kicked off like wildfire after the documentary Minimalism by Joshua Fields Millburn and Ryan Nicodemus. They call themselves the Minimalists. They have a few books as well as a podcast. Links in the description below if you want to check them out. They go into depth on minimalism and all kinds of topics. One common misconception about minimalism is that it's only about your things. Getting rid of all your stuff means you're a minimalist. You can't have stuff, you gotta get rid of everything, and minimalism is not having the things that you need. That's not true. Minimalism is only having the things that you need and only having the things that bring you joy. One big mistake that I see people make with minimalism is not recognizing something that's very important, which is minimalism isn't only about the physical items that you have. Minimalism is also about the rest of your life, decluttering the rest of your life, decluttering your headspace, decluttering your personal life, your finances, getting rid of toxic relationships. That's a huge mistake, is people not taking minimalism holistically and people not applying it to all aspects of their life. So let me give you an example. When I talk about getting rid of toxic relationships, I mean getting rid of and cutting ties with people, friends, acquaintances that don't bring you joy, and that's not a mutual friendship between the two of you. That would maybe be a friend that you don't enjoy spending time with, and when you do spend time with that person, they drain you. And those types of relationships where you're not gaining equal value out of that friendship, if that friendship is causing you stress on your life, that's a toxic relationship. Consider cutting ties with that person. I know how hard that can be. Minimalism is also about cutting down on your time commitments to things. In my opinion, the most important asset that we have on earth, not more valuable than gold, diamonds, money, is time, because it's the one thing that we can't get more of. And nobody will ever value your time more than you. So consider minimalizing the amount of time that you're giving other things, other organizations, other people. Consider minimalizing your life, decluttering your schedule, your calendar, learning to say no more, becoming a person that's either a heck yes or a no person. So a heck yes or a no person is someone who, if you don't say heck yes, I want to do that, well then learn to say no more, because you're the only person that's going to value your time as much as you do. Another area in your life that you might consider minimalizing is your work-life balance, is how many hours you're spending at work. How many hours that you are trading for money. Are you trading 40 hours of your time for money? Are you trading 50 hours of your time a week for money? More? Less? Consider, can you make choices that can help you minimalize the amount of time you're giving someone, a company, a person, how much of your hours you're giving them in exchange for money. Because that's ultimately what work and a job is. You're going to a place, you're trading your time for someone else's money, and a lot of times many people don't enjoy that thing that they're doing. And when you consider a 24-hour day, if you're at work 8 hours a day and you're asleep 8 hours a day, well, that only gives you 8 hours to yourself. Most of the time that comes in the form of a few hours before work and a few hours after work. And then we wonder why people aren't happy, because people are spending most of their time, a third of their day, every day is spent doing something that they're not really that interested in, or it doesn't bring them joy or value. Consider making some life choices financially that can help you pare down and eliminate some of that excess time. For example, I feel like growing up, I only thought there was one way to go, one way to live, which was go to school, get a job, and rise through the ranks,
get a house, get a bigger house, get some cars, get nicer cars, and just upgrade, and then have to continue to work excess amounts of time to afford that lifestyle. Well, there's another way, which is to minimalize and to not have to have the nicest house, the biggest house, not have to have the nicest, newest cars, the nicest, newest clothes, and to live more modestly and maybe work less. Try to eliminate some of the debt, try to eliminate some spending that I have, and spend less time at work and more time with my family, more time at home, more time with my son, more time with my wife. That's something that I'm working towards. That's something that helps make me happy, brings me joy, is to be able to spend more time doing the things that I love and less time trading my time for money. Now, that's easier said than done. It's not an easy thing. Many people have car payments, multiple car payments. Many people have a big mortgage. And once you've already committed to those things, it's very difficult to get out of them. But consider making those choices. How can you pay off your debt a little bit faster? What can you do? What are some life choices? Can you stop going out to eat as much? Those types of things are hard decisions to make, but if you're trying to minimalize your life, if you're trying to, if you feel like there's a void, if you feel like you're not happy, consider how can you minimalize that part of your life, as well as decluttering your home, decluttering your toxic friendships, decluttering your finances and the things that you have, the big things that you have, decluttering how much time you spend at work. So looking minimalism holistically for all aspects of your life. If you enjoyed this video, got any value out of it, please leave it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. I'm doing Monday minimalism videos on Mondays, so if you're into this kind of thing, consider subscribing, find your gift, share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it.